All right, last practice problem number 3. Last practice problem associated with sample problem 4-2. Let's get at it. A asks, without consulting the periodic table, or any table in this chapter, without consulting one of those, write the complete electron configuration for the element with atomic number 25. Now, what this means is that we need to account for 25 electrons. And so what we're functionally doing is seeing if we can satisfy the off-bow principle off the top of our head, right? Can we remember the order of the sublevels that we should fill while we account for 25 electrons? So let's see what we can do. So let's start with 1s. We're going to get 2. 2s. Again, s sublevels have can hold 2 electrons. Then we're on to 2p. P sublevels can hold 6 electrons. Now on to 3s. Again, s sublevels can hold 2 electrons. Now 3p. P sublevels can hold 6 electrons. And again, I talked about this issue on the last two. I've referenced this issue in the last 2 practice problems. So far, we've accounted for, what's that, 18 electrons. Okay, we got 7 more. Okay, 7 more. The issue is, in terms of order of filling, after 3p comes 4s. Okay, and we know that 2 more electrons will fill the 4s because s sublevels can hold 2 electrons, right? They only have 1 orbital. And that will bring us to 20 electrons, meaning there are 5 more electrons to account for, and those would all fall into the 3d sublevel. So the highest energy electron in whatever this element is going to be 3d5. Okay, so I think you guys could handle that. You'd definitely be able to handle it if you were tracking it using a periodic table, but not being asked to. But the reason I'm bringing it up is because I have to write all of the all the sublevels that have a main energy level of number 3, or n is equal to 3. I have to group them all together. So that 3d5 that I said was going to be our highest energy electron, I actually have to write that before the 4s2, even though the electrons fill the 4s sublevel before they fill the 3d sublevel. And so you kind of got to watch out, and since I'm writing in pen, I wanted to make darn sure that I didn't make some sort of gaffe and write that second. Now, very simple plan for you guys. When you guys are working on your tests and you're filling these things out or doing your practices, write in pencil. And I really suggest simply write out these electron configurations in the order that they fill. It's going to be good practice. You're going to create a good habit. And then when it's time to submit your final answer, rewrite it, right? You go back and rewrite it. It's not like I'm going to sift through all of the work that you show, grade that per se. And so I totally understand if you guys were to kind of, show your work, you just write these in the order that they fill, and then when you go to submit your final answer, that you box out. Remember, you have to box out your final answer. Make sure you write the 3D first. Okay, simple as that. All right, last question associated with this sample problem, right? Practice problem number 3b. Identify the element described in item 3a. So, what element has high energy electron of 3d5? So 3d5. So here's my 3d sublevel. Let's go 5 electrons in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is manganese, represented by Mn. Manganese. All right, so an element with this electron configuration is manganese, or has the electron configuration of manganese. That's a better way to say it.